Hello, this is your Life Path Tarot reading for the week beginning Monday the 29th of June. And we're going to be looking at the energies of the week, the blessings, the challenges, and at the end we'll be looking at what you can leave behind and what you can embrace in its place. So starting off with the energy that we're bringing into the week, that's the energy on the bottom of the pack, and it is the Wheel of Fortune. So things are changing. We're bringing a sense of change, a sense of things moving into this week, carried over from last week. This is the energy carried over from last week. I hope everyone has a lovely time last week and didn't get too hot and bothered. We're bringing a sense of things moving again now, which for some of us may be actually literally true. We just stopped and did absolutely nothing last week. I know I did. So this week, things can get moving again. Things can get going. The wheel of fate can start turning again. So things that are good, make the most of them while they're here. Things that are not so good, they're going to get better. So what is the energy of this week? And it is, so again, it's the 8 of Wands. So again, new energy coming in. Lots of new thoughts, lots of new ideas, lots of new opportunities. A real sense, what have I done with that? Where's it gone? A real sense of things beginning to move again. So if you've had a break over the past week, just let those ideas in. Let them in. Let them, don't need to act on any of them just yet. Just let them all accumulate, weigh them all up. Just watch them flying in like a flock of parakeets or something. Just watch them coming in. Just let them be there. You don't have to grab them and act on the first ones that come in. Wait until they're all there. There's plenty of time. It's the Wheel of Fortune. Things will go at the pace that they go at. You can't speed it up. You can't slow it down. It will go at its own speed. But there are lots of new energies coming in. Lots of new energy, lots of new thoughts, lots of new ideas, inspiration, opportunities, new meetings, new friendships, new openings, all of that sort of thing. But mainly it's energy coming in, which is very appropriate after the complete lack of energy for anything last week. So what are the blessings? Okay, the blessings. It's the 5 of Pentacles, not normally seen as a blessings card, but in this context, it is. The blessing is you can let go of a feeling of restriction or lack of abundance. You can just let go of it. I know we haven't got on to what we can let go of this week, but it's going to, the blessing is, it's going to lift. It's going to be alleviated. You can not live in a poverty mindset. I'm not putting it a bit strongly, but we all have a little bit of that. Be careful, obviously. Don't be reckless. Don't go throwing money around in the streets or your resources or your time and your energy. It's those things as well. Be sensible. I hate that advice. Just be sensible. Use your common sense. Be sensible. That's always really bad advice. But I'm giving it today. You don't have to feel restricted. That feeling of restriction is lifted this week. Any feelings of restriction you have on your time, your energy, your health, your money, finances, anything like that, your resources. Your resources are not limited this week. That's the blessing. Again, with all blessings, you have to recognize it and you have to go out and get it, do something about it. It doesn't just fall into your lap. Although in a way, this one does. The feeling of the lack of restriction is there. It's up to you to make something of that, to use that, to enjoy it, just simply enjoy it, just simply revel in being a little more relaxed around your resources this week. The challenge. Okay, the challenge is emotional. It's the 8 of Cups. And it's about recognizing that you need to move on from something. So this is move on emotionally, not pack up sticks and go and live in another part of the country. It's something has been disappointing, something has not lived up to expectations. It does actually go very nicely with this one, because this gives you a sense of it lifts the restrictions. And the challenge then is to use that feeling of restrictions being lifted to turn your back on what it was that was restricting you and move on, find something else. You're not going to work it out. This is very often those things where you think, well, if I just did that, I've just tried one more thing, it will work out. It could be time to just say, I've tried everything I can reasonably. Again, I'm going to offer the advice, use your common sense, be sensible. If you've done every sensible thing, every common sense thing that you can, it's not going to be worth exploring all the stuff outside the box. It's not going to be rewarding enough to make it worth your while. The challenge is to move on. It may come back around. If it is meant for you, it will come back around, but just not at the moment. So at the moment, you need to get on with something else. Get on with your life, really. Put it to one side. Like I say, if it is meant for you, it may come back around, but at the moment, the challenge is to turn away from it and get on with your life. That's what's best now. So it's going to be the most productive for you, the most rewarding, the most satisfying, and it will give you a sense of relief as well, to finally stop banging your head against that brick wall. It might not be as bad as that, but if it is, just stop doing it now. Okay, so what can we leave behind? I mean, that sounds like things we can leave behind. Anyway, what we can leave behind this week. Okay, so this, I think, I might be wrong, but I think this is the energy we came into last week with the Hanged Man. A sense of, it goes with, how do I put it? It goes with this one, a sense of restriction, a sense of not being able to move forward. Very, very different from this energy of the Eight of Wands, which is lots of opportunities, lots of ideas, lots of inspiration coming in. So what you can let go of this week is, if there is any lingering feeling of having to hang back, now's not the time, I'm going to wait until things are perfect. No, you can let go of that this week. This energy is over now. This was from the week before last, so you can let go of it. There are no, not say there are no restrictions. The sense of restriction has been lifted this week. You don't need to hang on to it. You don't need to hang on to this feeling of having to bide your time, step back, look at things from every angle. You can let go of that. It's over now. Okay, what can you embrace in its place? Oh, lovely. We have got another Wands, and it's the Four of Wands. So what you can embrace is a sense of celebration. So start celebrating. It's it's going to be good. Things are starting. Harvests are starting to come home. They're going to start this week. The first idea that some harvests are going to come home. So start celebrating. When you notice that, you have to notice it. It's a bit like blessings. It's not going to fall into your lap. You have to embrace this feeling, this sense, this recognition that things are starting to come home. You're starting to enjoy the fruits of your labours. Start celebrating that, even if it looks very far off on the horizon. Put up the wreaths, put up the banners to welcome it in. That's what you embrace this week. Welcoming that in. However distant it seems, it is heading in your direction. So welcome it. Put up the banners. Let it know that it's welcome. Okay, that's this week. It looks a lot more lively and a lot more promising than last week, although hopefully last week cleared up a lot of loose ends and blocks. This week we start to move again. So it should be a great week for us all. I hope you have a fantastic week, and I'll see you next Monday.